The brutal truth about masterminds, events, and high-level rooms. Most will not admit this. I'm fired up here in Honolulu, Hawaii. So with that said, let's get started.
I'm more Kevin's deal. I'm more Kevin's deal. I'm here to help and teach him what I know and how I did it. To discover freedom. There ain't no question more Kevin's when he step in the door. He's closing deals. Time to tell him what the DM stand for. I'm a deal maker, but I'm not just a deal maker. I'm a dream maker.
Aloha. Hey there. Welcome to the Making of a DM podcast show. That's right. You are the dream maker and deal maker of your life. Mark Evans, DM here, hanging out. Beautiful day in Honolulu with my buddies and friends and colleagues and my family, most importantly. I want to share with you some great insights. Before I get started today, I want to say thank you guys so much for being here and supporting the show. We have a lot of cool things we're working on over in the DM brand, the Dealmaker brand. We've hired a high-level SVP that's coming on board to help us really get more visibility, gain some great insights and high-level clientele, which will help all of us. We all win, and that's what winners understand. Winners win. It's just what we do. But as we're growing, and there's a lot of cool things happening. So in all levels of the game, there's a lot of stress, a lot of frustration, a lot of excitement, a lot of money out of pocket, a lot of big commitments, a lot of time and money commitments, that is. But I just want to say, guys, thank you so much for being here. Keep sharing the show. Make sure you leave 5-star reviews. If you share it on social media, tag me. We have a lot of people doing that, which is really cool, so I appreciate that. And we'll go from there. So today's show might be short, might be long. I don't know. I'm just going to share with you what's on my heart as I'm here with my buddy Tim Bratz at his event. He's been in the Dealmaker family, which is a $50,000 a year group I run of 33 guys. And he's been a member for 10 years. And he's done it right about what we're going to talk about today, because I see a lot of people don't really understand the truth about masterminds, events, and high-level rooms and such. I'm amazed by it. I think there's a lot of, like, hey, if I just pay, I win. If I put money in, this happens automatically, which is very strange to me, because that's like saying, hey, I want to get picture this. Picture you want to get the best body in the world, whatever that is for you. 6-pack abs, you want to have tries, what do you want? What's your ideal body look like? You find the individual that has it. You pay them. Does it happen overnight? Of course not. That's stupid to even think like that, right? Of course it is. It's stupid. Why would one think that? So when you get into a room of high-level individuals that are growing businesses, maybe has the lifestyle that you want, has the business insights that you need, or whatever, when you pay to get in that room, that's literally step one of many other steps that have to take place for you to get the results. Now, I will be very crystal clear. Masterminds, mentorships, networking events, high-level networking events, high-level rooms, I should say, and such, has changed my life. I would not be talking to you from an amazing suite overlooking this beautiful water in Honolulu, Hawaii, if I did not invest in myself. One, I have to believe that I'm worth more. So I have to invest in myself. I have to get uncomfortable. I have to get scared. We'll talk about that. I have to invest in myself. Then I have to get inconvenienced out of my day because I got to travel to the location, right? I got to not just pay for the mastermind. I got to pay for the flight. Back then, I used to have to pay for the drive because I had to pay for the gas, then pay for the hotels, then pay for my food. And then I had to sit in the room and I had to learn. And then I had to learn and connect. And then I had to learn, this is hard for all of us listening, I had to learn to ask for help. Sounds crazy, right? You have to learn to ask for help. Most entrepreneurs are absolutely terrible at asking for help. It's wild to me. I don't understand it. I guess I kind of do because it was me. But asking for help, if you genuinely want the answer to solve the problem, it's a superpower entrepreneurs can gain. It truly is. It is a cheat code. So picture this. You're in a high-level room. The guy or gal has the exact lifestyle that you want financially and everything, right? Everything he's built or she's built. You pay $10,000, let's say for easy math. And you just sit there thinking that's all you need to do. But if you ask questions and you ask for help, and then they guide you, and then more importantly, you got to execute and do the work, you ultimately would get those results and or beyond. Because the truth is, everyone I mentor and inside of our DM Alliance group, etc., I want every single one of them to be bigger, better, and faster than I am. That's my genuine insights. I genuinely want that for them. Why wouldn't I? I'm 46. Lots of these folks are way younger than me, and knowing what I know now, I could have expedited a lot of things that took me a very long time to accomplish. That's why I want to implant this information for you for free. I share this show to you for free. Actually, I pay to have this show in your ear, truthfully, right? It takes my time. It takes my team. And then we have to pay systems and to deploy it and all that. Thousands of dollars a month. Cool, whatever. I'm not complaining, by the way. I'm just saying it takes effort. And when you show up to these rooms, you must apply effort. You don't just show up to show up. See, it's always funny when you hear these dicks. They're like, yo, man, that guy's making so much money. Why isn't he doing it for free? Well, dickhead, that's not how this game really works in life. Why don't you show up to work for free? Why? You have enough money in the bank? Oh, because you don't work for free. But it's because I have more money than you. I should work for free. But wait a minute. The reason I have more money than you for you is because I don't work for free. Nor do you. It's just I know how to make more money because I add more value. And you're not figuring out how to add more value. Therefore, you got to shit on people that's adding value and talk down to them and talk shit to them, thinking that you're actually helping you and your buddies, which you're not. Oh, dude, that's a scam. Oh, that guy, he can't help anybody. Why is he charging if he's so wealthy? Blah, 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 blah. Why wouldn't you charge? Why? Because if you don't pay attention, period. We all know that. Okay, cool. Let's divide the odds of this. Why doesn't everyone have the best body in the world? All this shit takes effort. Why doesn't everyone have the biggest bank accounts in the world? It takes effort, it takes insight, it takes knowledge, it takes execution. Constant, relentless, fearless execution. Why would you work for free? So be careful who you listen to. I always use this example because it's visual. But if I was trying to get in shape and some guy in front of me weighs 400 pounds and eats like a slob, but he says he has all the secrets, do you think I'm listening to him? Not that I'm a dick, it's the truth. If he knows his stuff is so good, why isn't he actually using it? Why doesn't he look like what I want to look like? I see lots of people, by the way, this is how I grew up, lots of people like Mark, right? That guy doesn't know what he's talking about. It's like, well, this guy has exactly what I want. He's fit, 180, athletic built, six-pack abs. And you're telling me he's a scam because he's charging me to get that, like, the insight tracked for that? Well, yet you're 400 pounds and you're telling me that's a scam? Because, right, if I start executing this and I show up and I learn and I grow, my buddy or individuals, whoever's telling me this, family members, typically, I'm going to outgrow them. They're going to feel abandoned. So it's called the crab mentality, right? They just keep pulling you down into the crab bucket to keep you around. Even if everyone's miserable. Doesn't matter. But what's cool about this event in Honolulu with Tim Bratz and his buddies at the Legacy event, a lot of cool things are happening, right? There's 100 and something people here. I keynoted, I opened up the show, got to talk to all these people. They want to be there. They all invested a lot of money to be in the group. I think it's like $20-something thousand a year. Plus they got to fly all the way to Honolulu. Plus they got to get their hotel. Plus they got to get their Ubers. Plus they got to buy all this food. Like, it costs money. Good. What is the investment? What is the return? The truth is only about 50% of the people that could have been there showed up. And I see this all the time. Some people are like, yeah, man, it just wasn't in my schedule. Okay, I get that once in a while. But you're the one that needs it the most. Maybe you need to figure out how to put it in your schedule. What, you think this shit's convenient? You think this game's easy? You think everything's supposed to line, like the stars are going to align and it just happens so magically? Shame on you. Shame on you if that's you. This game is challenging. It's tacking. You got to work relentless hours. You got to do it when no one's watching. You got to do it when you're failing. You got to do it when everyone's telling you it can't be done. I mean, shoot, you got to get punched in the jugular 30 times. Kicked in the legs, kicked in the knees, broken down. Oh, by the way, that's by noon. What I'm saying is you have to realize what opportunity you have today. As I sit here and look at these amazing people, it was a very big challenge for a lot of people to be here right now. Very big challenge. Financially, time, mixture of both. But guess what? They showed up. They showed up. See, the thing is, this game is not about convenience. It's about doing the work. There's nothing, like I said a second ago, that stars will line up for you. It's not how this game works. If you've ever had a child, you know this is true. When's the best time to have a child? When is the best time? When you have one. It's never convenient. It's never going to be perfect. It's never going to be easy. It's never going to be it's a process, but it can't start happening until you have it. See, a lot of you guys have great intentions, terrible execution, terrible follow through. Shiny object syndrome. Don't think that goes away either. That's why you always hear guys that are up higher levels talk about you have to say no more. That's the shiny object syndrome. Do you think they learned that by not having shiny object syndrome? No, we all struggle. We all have it. Don't look at me and think I have this shit figured out. Don't look at anybody thinking that we all have this figured out. No one has it figured out. And as soon as you think you do, game over. I can tell you what I do have figured out, that I don't know that much. And for 29 years, I've been building teams of people. I've literally worked with them side by side. I've done the right thing when the wrong thing, like when it hurt. I did the right thing when it hurt, but it was the right thing. I showed up when no one else wanted to show up. I called them late at night when no one else was calling them late at night to tell them good job or thank you or I need your help. See, the thing is, this game is a journey. Don't take your eye off the ball, but it's a journey. And if you don't fall in love with the process, you will never, ever accomplish what you're set out to accomplish. Yes, you may pay to play, but you're never going to play to win, because winning requires effort and execution, period. I don't care how much you pay up into the group. It does not matter. The cool thing about being in the right room is that the right room is qualified. All you clowns that will fucking want to pay zero, because zero, I'm worth zero. You're worth $0? Why? Why are you worth $0? Why do you think paying into a room is stupid? Well, what's stupid about it is your stupid thinking process. You don't realize what it is. It's a qualified room. Would you rather go into a free stadium to be sold something, or would you rather go into a beautiful facility where everyone paid $1,000 a person? And by the way, you get to speak and sell your product into them. Do you think you're going to sell more people that came for free? Or do you think you sell more people that paid to play and it was a strategic alliance with what you're about to offer them? And if you've never stepped foot into one of those rooms, you have no clue what I'm talking about and the power of the life-changing moment that could occur in one speech, one talk, one connection. See, the thing is when you pay $1,000 a month, let's say, you're like, yeah, I'm paying for who's in the room. No, you're not. That's what you think you're paying for. What you're paying for is who's not in that room. Tire kickers. Nancy, negative Nancy. Shit talkers. Bullshitters. People that don't believe in themselves enough to invest in themselves. When you get in the right room and people are paying, it's magical. We're all there to make money, period. But we all know, like, we have to pay to play. We have to be a giver. We have to connect. We have to solve problems. And if I can solve your problem, there's a fee to that. That's how life works. That's how this whole game of life works. And if you think it works any other way, well, you don't understand the game of life. You have to realize the opportunity is when a guy like Tim or a guy like me or whoever that you're following, when they put a bunch of people in a room and it costs money to be in that room and you pay to be in that room, And more importantly, you show up to be in the room. And more importantly, you show up with intention to the room. And you connect with people. And you follow through and you follow up. It is the most amazing cheat code to wherever you want to get to. It truly is. It's changed my life. It's changed many people's lives in here. Everybody's life in this room that I talked to today in Honolulu. Changed all their lives. All of our lives have been changed because of this formula I'm talking about. Get in the right room. Get around good people doing good stuff. You probably never even been exposed to that kind of stuff. And maybe you have, maybe you haven't. I don't know. But have you been, and if you have, awesome. But I'd ask you, are you maximizing the time in the rooms? Are you showing up to the calls? Are you showing up to the meetings? Are you showing up with skills and data and information and insights, clarity? Are you helping people's life get better? Or are you just simply sitting and hanging out, looking to take? Or do you want to be a resource, a connector? By the way, entrepreneurs are very hard on themselves. We don't like to take. True entrepreneurs are not takers, they're givers. That's why the bigger you get, the more, guys, give first, get. You see someone struggling, reach out to them, help them, guide them, give them connections, give them tools, give them resources. Point them in the right direction. That's giving, right? It's pretty cool as you get bigger in the game of life. Our relationship capital increases drastically. A simple text can solve a problem. I shared this recently. I was heading to Honolulu, actually, and I got a text. Yo, man, I can't remember the exact number. I'll use 30 grand for rounding up. It was like 28 and change, I think. He's like, hey, man, I need 30,000. Here's the deal. Well, I don't do $30,000 loans. Too small. Not any of that. I know the guy. I don't want to do it. Well, it's too small. That's the truth. And I'm traveling. It's not worth it to me to do that. So instead, I said, hey, man, I'm not the guy. And I could easily said that and moved on, and he would have figured it out maybe. I don't know. And I know this guy well. I've known him for 5 years, blah, 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 blah. So I said, hey, I'm not the guy, but I know someone that might be interested. I'm going to put you both on a text. I'm going to hop on a plane, man. Hope you guys crush it. So I text him and another person, and I give them the, hey, guys, here's the details. Boom, I know you. I think you both should check this out. It might make sense for what you're trying to do. Because I've heard both sides of the conversation, right? I know this individual situation, and I know the individual situation I'm getting ready to hook them up with, how much money they have to work with, what their goals are, what their comfort zones are, etc. How do I know that? Well, because I talk to people. That's real simple. That's called relationship capital, which is wild to me. Most of you guys are so busy trying not to talk to anybody. That's a whole nother story. Don't get me on a rant. So anyways, I shoot a text. I'm literally in a car, about to hop on an airplane, shooting a text to two people that they've never met in person. I connect them, and within 48 hours or less, the money was in motion. His problem was solved. This problem this guy's been chewing on for 3 months is solved with a simple text to me. And the funny thing about the text, when he said, hey, man, I feel super embarrassed to even ask you this. Well, that's you, not me. I don't feel embarrassed about it. I talk about money every day, right? But he texted me. I solved his problem within 48 hours. What is that worth to him? I don't know the answer. I don't know how much sleep he's lost. I don't know how much stress he's had. I don't know what kind of, by the way, when stress happens, it messes up his personal life, his family life, his physical life. Everything gets affected with stress like this. I know, I used to have it. But what's even more interesting about this situation, and it stinks, but it's the truth, so I'm telling you the good and the bad, the ugly, is the guy never messaged me back and said thank you. I actually forgot about it. I shot him a message like a couple days later, said, hey, man, did you guys do it? Oh, yeah, man, that was all solved, man. Thank you. Okay, well, I'm not in this game to get thank yous and all this stuff, but number one, I made zero money on the deal. I'm not trying to make any money off a 30 grand deal. Number two, I've known this guy for 5 years, so a fucking basic courtesy text saying, yo, bro, thank you. That would suffice, by the way. But it just shows you, and again, I'm not judging him. It just shows you where people's heads are at in the game of life. They got their heads so far up their own ass and their own problems that they're not trying to really solve the big game. They don't have their head up looking around like this game's so much bigger, so much more opportunity. And if this individual with one simple text could solve this problem, what else could I text this guy and solve and change my life? And when I walk into these rooms and I see these 100+ people in their eyes and how hard they're working and what they're working on and what they gave up to be in this room for this moment, I would give them everything I got, to give them the tools, to give them the insights, to share with them the truth to this game. Are you showing up like that? Or are you just talking about it? Are you acting like you want this big shit, or you all talk? This is a wake-up call. If you're investing in groups and you're not participating, get the fuck out. They don't want you in there anyways. I don't, for sure. I'm not in this game for money. I already have money. I'm in this game for impact and solutions and drive. Get hard on yourself. Dig deep. What do you really want? It's okay if you don't want this big fancy life that you said you want. It's okay to change it, because it does require work. It requires effort. That's why I love the DM Alliance. That's why I love what Tim's doing with Legacy. Everyone's committed to showing up. Everyone's committed to being better. Everyone's committing to serving and helping each other for the bigger goal of helping the guys, there's so much out there for all of us. If I make more money on a deal, doesn't mean you make less. If I go outside and get sunlight, doesn't mean, and I'm in Hawaii and you're in Texas, it doesn't mean you get less sunlight because I'm outside getting sunlight. We can both get sunlight. Too many of you are so stuck in your own little world thinking you have this shit figured out, or it's expand your vision. You don't have a growth problem. You have a vision. You have a depth perception problem. You're not thinking big enough. You think you're big enough is big. It's nothing. I guarantee it. I've seen so many of people talk their big story. I'm like, dude, that's like what someone does in a day. And I know 80 people doing that in a day. And this is what you want to do in a lifetime. But they've never had anybody talk to them like that. They've never understood. They've never had that. That's why you need to be in the right rooms. They'll pull you up. They won't push you down. They'll give you a hand up, not a hand out. It's not like, you're a loser. It's like, dude, you got this, bro. Let's go. Let's do it together. By the way, do you know this person? Do you know that person? Did you know this? Did you know you could do this? This is 10x bigger than you're even thinking. Check this out. What are the talk tracks like? The people you're rolling with. I'm getting excited here because I got to get ready to go down and meet up some people at the pool while my kids are down there. My wife's down there hanging out because I built this life. Everything I'm talking about, I've done it. I haven't talked about it. I've done it. And now I'm talking about it and what I wish I would have done better. I wish I'd have showed up more intentionally. The truth is I did show up every fucking time, though. That's a fact. I just sometimes showed up. I didn't know how to ask for help. I didn't know who to ask. I was too embarrassed to ask a stupid question. Well, guess what? The stupid question's not being asked. If you don't ask, you don't get an answer. So I worked harder than I had to. I probably had a lot more pain in my life than I needed. But that's what I did. I took the hard path. I'm a hard head. I hope you're not like me. I hope you're here listening because you want to do better, be better, and get it quicker. That's what I'm here sharing with you. But I built this. I put this on paper. I showed up. Relentless, 24/7, every day. It's not 100% perfect, but it will be it's my life. I don't know what else I would do, but I constantly invest in myself. I still invest 6 figures a year. You should invest in yourself. If you're not, I don't know why. I'd love to hear the excuse why. Maybe you don't believe in it. Maybe you don't have the money you think. I don't know what it is, but either way, you have to be in the rooms with the right people doing some amazing shit if you really want to grow to a level that you don't even know is possible. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe you're just scared of growth. And that sounds silly, but it's the truth. A lot of you are. Get in the right room and positive peer pressure will drive you right past that fear. Get in a room like the dealmakeralliance.com. Again, you can see all this at dealmakeralliance.com. Check it out. Have a conversation with Sonia. She'll talk to you. She'll share with you the insights. She'll see if you're a fit or not. It's okay if you're not. She'll answer any question you got. We're here to help. And that's what I love about being in Honolulu is like just seeing the passion and the excitement of amazing human beings that want to do better in their life. It's very inspiring to me. It gets me fired up. If you can't tell, I want to go hug every single one of them because I know what it takes to be in that room. And they showed up and it wasn't easy, but they still did it anyways. And I promise you, every single one in that room will be further along next year than they are today because they showed up. Are you showing up? No, seriously, are you showing up? It's time to get serious. You only got one shot at this game, life. Let's start living it. So with that said, make today count.
I'm Mark Evans, DM. I'm here to help and teach them what I know and how I did it to discover freedom. There ain't no question, Mark Evans, when he step in the door, he's closing deals. Time to tell him what the DM stand for. I'm a deal maker, but I'm not just a deal maker. I'm a dream maker. The journey's where it's at. It's all about the process. It's time to get over to the DM project. From a small town in Ohio, so I know how it is. Did not come from a lot of money. I remember as a kid, wanted to make 100 racks. Didn't see no one making more than that. Graduated high school with a 1.8. Thought they should've held me back. I hope my principals and teachers are alive just to witness this. I'm my own boss. I'm out here running 2-8-figure businesses. I can walk away from it all and I'll be good, but I've been called to help people just like y'all learn the game. It's time to ball. Everybody chasing the money, but I'm not chasing the money. I'm out here chasing the purpose. Yo, I've been working my whole life. What got us where we at isn't gonna get us where we wanna go. So it's time to push, time to learn, time to grow. I'm Mark Evans, DM. I'm here to help and teach them what I know and how I did it to discover freedom. There ain't no question, Mark Evans, when he step in the door, he's closing deals. Time to tell him what the DM stand for. I'm a deal maker, but I'm not just a deal maker. I'm a dream maker. The journey's where it's at. It's all about the process. It's time to get over to the DM project. I'm Mark Evans, DM. Deal maker, deal maker, deal maker, deal maker, DM project.
This is thepodcastfactory.com.